Welcome back to another Trade Journal video. This is Trade Journal number 70. And before I jump into this week's trades, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of my trades. So jumping into the first trade that I closed out this week, it was on Facebook, or now Meta. And what I had was a poor man's covered call that I set up on 12/13, or on last Monday, I believe. So right here on this candle, I already own the leap call option from a while ago, and I basically just sold a call option against it. So I sold a call option at the $375 strike price for $150 in premium, expiring on January 7th, so a few weeks out. And as you can see, prices kind of just stayed around this region. And what actually happens is that because there's time decay on this weekly option, I ended up making $111 on this call option, and I went ahead and closed it out instead of waiting for 100% of that 150, but I would have to wait until January 7th. So I went ahead and closed this out on Monday, so that would be right here on this candle when the price dropped down, because it was much cheaper to buy this contract back. I ended up making $111, and then I was out of Facebook. The next trade that I have on Facebook is another poor man's covered call, and I just sold another call on the 22nd, so right here on this candle for a premium of $139, but this time I sold it at the $365 strike price, so let me go ahead and move that there. So again, I'll probably close this trade out early. I just want to wait for some time decay, and then hopefully I can collect between $80 to $100 on this. If the price moves up, that's okay as well. Worst case, I can roll this call option. Otherwise, again, time decay, and I will just collect some premium on this position. The other trade that I had for this week was on TQQQ. So what I had on TQQQ was a poor man's covered call. So I got into this poor man's covered call last Friday on the 17th, so right here on this candle. So that means I bought a leap option with over 700 days until expiration, and then I sold a weekly call against it expiring on the following Friday. So I sold my call right here at $155 for a premium of $465. But what ended up happening, as you can see, price dipped down and then spiked pretty far above where I sold my call. So I ended up closing out the entire position, both the short call and the leap call option, for a total profit of $310. I think I could have played this a little bit better. It's a little interesting trying to get out of that leap call option because it has 700 days until expiration. There isn't a ton of volume, so sometimes it's a bit harder to close that position is what I've noticed. So instead of being able to make the full $465, I ended up making $310. But I think it was good learning experience going into like the next trade on what that volume looks like when there's a long time until expiration. And right now I have no trades for next week on TQQQ. So total profit for this week was $111 on Facebook plus $310 on TQQQ for a total profit of $421. Pretty happy with that going into the holiday weekend. For next week, I have the trade on Facebook, which I might close out early, hopefully by the end of next week. And I will potentially add a trade on TQQQ if we can see this price pull back at least a little bit. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. Or if you want to hear my stock analysis on any stocks, comment that down below as well. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.